Hey, so I'm super excited right now. I just got these glass jars so we can store dried goods because I had a case of pantry moths. We actually had some bird seeds sitting outside and we're just getting moths in here like crazy. So I'm thinking that they are, what are they called? The closet moths, whatever, where you get them eating your clothes, because I don't know what they look like. So I was doing some research about it and found out that they're probably pantry moths. So we looked in here, didn't find them anywhere. Well, Brett actually found the culprit in, what do you want me to be quiet for? Brett, I told you I was practicing. So I don't know where I left off, but we'll have to crop this video. Anyways, so Brett had found the culprit out in the birdseed that we had out there. And then it was probably about, didn't see any more moths. And then what, Layden, we saw moths probably like
a couple
days ago or weeks ago. We just seen them
1 week.
Like sporadically like a week ago. Well, then I opened up the pantry, what was it, 2 days ago, and this little teeny moth, it was just coming out of its pupate state, and out of the thing, it was like, oh, I'm free, first time I see light, and I said, smash, right against the cupboard door, and Layden said, oh my God, that poor thing, the first thing it sees when it is light is darkness. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but, so then I was on a rampage or whatever, trying to figure out where these things were, and I found them actually in my sushi rice. So, with that story being told, I decided to get these jars that can hold my sushi rice, and they have handles, so they're going to be easy to go in and out of my pantry. Let's go over here and look. So, they were up in this pantry. I still have to wash them and everything, but so it goes real deep back there. So that's going to fit perfect because then I can just grab it on out when I need stuff. I've got a bunch of lentils that I have bought from the store because I was doing gifts for my kids and for neighbors and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at it. Let me put you down here so you can actually see it better. Hang on. So that's a nice screw top lid. Oh, and hey, it looks like you can take this handle off by squeezing those in. So we'll just go ahead. I end up getting 4 of these because, listen, let me tell you a story. I've been watching this lady. Her name is Cooking with Brenda Gant. Cooking with Brenda Gant. And she has taught me so many amazing things. We used to buy Bisquick all the time and all of these things that are already processed. Do you know how easy it is to like just make your own homemade biscuits or homemade pancakes? I can't even believe it. How was your pancakes this morning, Layden?
Very good.
I will say that we made a chocolate gravy recipe this morning with Grandpa's old recipe, and I hadn't cooked that in ages. And I was inspired by Brenda. So thank you, Brenda. And I also want to say thank you, guys. Thank you to all of you for supporting me, and y'all know how things that I have been through, and I appreciate you just commenting on my video about just uplifting things and where you're watching from and sharing my videos. I love the fact that y'all do that. It means so much to me because I'm a stay-at-home mom. This is what you need to do and what a lot of people are able to do to earn extra income. And I have been out of it for a long time. So anyways, I'm pretty sure that we'll get more into that. But I do want to come on here and start cooking and just doing the things. Listen, I'm not even trying to lose weight anymore. There's just too much stress going on in my life right now. But I want to feed my kids. Feed my kids cheap. I want to post about like all the things that are going on in the world. Who is actually that is watching this video could benefit from learning how to save money and making some meals stretch, or just learning extra things like how to make things from scratch. I would definitely, I just love cooking anyways. You can see I already got my bacon sheet down here that I always cook with. It's actually Brett's, but... And I got my bowl here. I actually have some flour and stuff on the way right now. And even if you can't afford to buy you some self-rising flour, you can make your own. You can take regular flour, or even if you have just all-purpose flour, or even if you have, bread flour. What makes bread flour is that it has more gluten in it, but you can still add things to it to make it like a baking mix. And all dry ingredients, then you can store it, and you just label your jars what it is. So, ooh, let me show you this. I wanted to show you this. Come over here. Let me move this box. So, I got these beans. I got my big bok choy over here, but... This fridge, I just love this fridge, y'all. It's amazing because it's so shallow, and we were really worried about storage space when we first got it because my other one was very deep. But this has been amazing, an amazing refrigerator, and done so much. So the reason I have these in the refrigerator is because they don't close properly, and like little bugs can get in there. So I decided to put them in the refrigerator until I got my storage containers. And so now we're going to wash these storage containers out, make sure they're really, really dry before you put the beans or anything in there, because that will cause mold. And I got green lentils. I got red lentils. And I got golden lentils. And these ones, they're so pretty. I've never seen these. So they're all going to go in one container. I'm just going to mix them together because they all cook the same. Look how pretty. I don't even have a really good light. I'm going to have to get me a new light. But...
I can use my phone flashlight too.
Oh, that's okay. I've got that ring light back there. Look at these. What are these? The red lentils? They look kind of orange. So I hadn't seen a moth since I cleaned it out. I found it in the sushi rice. And these are my green ones. And they are so good. I got me some gift bags already made up with this nummy stuff. And then the cornbread mix to go with it. I just can't wait to be able to share. Because we are coming upon the time shortly. Actually, it's kind of far away. We're coming to Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween. I was thinking about Lent. I've been thinking about Lent and giving back and all those things recently. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and go. This was just a practice run essentially because I wanted to test out my new phone holder. It's pretty cool. I can just pick it on up and carry y'all over here if I want to cook. Right? So I can be like, hey, and then I can put it down so you can see. I was going to make some brownies with some black walnuts in here. And that's my cast iron pan, y'all. That is old. You can actually tell that it started to rust at one point in my family, and then they kind of, let's see if we can see it better over here. And then they kind of just really, they fixed it. They end up taking care of it. Because that's not addition, that is like subtraction. So that means that it had been rusting at one point. But that thing got recovered and it's really pretty. I can cook my cornbread in it and I can cook pretty much anything in it without it sticking. So I just made another order from Lodge. Which Lodge, I guess, is pretty cool. This brand is Griswold. Can you see that? I think I need to reverse this camera properly. It says Erie, Pennsylvania, USA. Number 8. So I guess that's because it's 8 inches across. But really great for making cornbread. This is what I made the other day with the beans. All from scratch. But these are my biscuits from the other day. We did chocolate gravy, like I said. Delicious, very good comfort food, especially for growing boys. They require a lot of calories. They're very active. But, oh yeah, so I got this order from Lodge. I think it's just plain Lodge, and it's on the way. And you know what's crazy is Brett actually ordered the same thing as me because I sent him and said I wanted it, but that was the whole thing. So we're gonna return his. I'm just gonna take care of it myself, and that is all right with me because you know what? You've got to be self-sufficient. Trying to get everything in order. And I want to tell you something else, y'all. Look, let me come over here. So I got these things that I packed away in 2013 with Layden's dad. I think we got pinto beans in here. So these are rolled oats. Oats last 10 to 15 years. So it is so tight in here, but you still have to open it. So when I'm ready to eat these, I'm going to open them and smell them and make sure they're not musty. Make sure they smell good. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that one's a lot heavier. This one might be some beans or rice. Oh, that one's super tight. Oh, I don't know. That one's not very tight, but it's not labeled, so that one's going to be a surprise. That's going to be a Merry Christmas for me, but... So we'll see what that is. I thought that might have been some kind of words. I don't know what that is. I just got these buckets so I could put them in it. And then I do got some pinto beans back in the laundry room. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get these washed and get my food sorted. I hope you have a great evening. Bye.